As the Phoenix Suns continue to survey the trade landscape for Kevin Durant, there's a chance they could net their center of the future in return. One of Durant's preferred teams, Miami Heat, have a promising center that could headline the return package for the 15-time All-Star. According to NBA insider Jake Fisher, the Heat have a swing piece that can fix the Suns' big hole in the middle. Miami's ultimate willingness to surrender Kel'el Ware, given the Suns' noted hole at center, could be the true swing factor in the Heat's Durant pursuit. In February, it was clear. Sources say Miami was unwilling at the trade deadline to part with either of its recent first-round draft successes. Ware or Jamie Jaquez Jr. Could that change now after Miami fell so flat in the playoffs with its post-Butler roster? Fisher wrote on the Steinline Substack newsletter. The 7-foot center is fresh off a promising rookie season. He was named to the NBA All-Rookie Second Team after averaging 9.3 points on 55.4% shooting and 7.4 rebounds in 22.2 minutes. The Suns have rotated career backup Nick Richards and last year's second-round pick Oso Ighodaro at center this past season. Ware, the 15th overall pick in last year's draft, has the highest upside among the three big men. If Ware goes to Phoenix, the 21-year-old center has the chance to start. Suns looking for best offer. According to ESPN's senior NBA writer Brian Windhorst, the Suns have a high asking price for Durant. From what I am told, the Suns are looking for a comparable package for what they traded Kevin Durant, which is impact players and multiple draft assets, Windhorst said on NBA Today on June 11th. I'm not sure they're going to be able to generate that because Durant is a couple of years older and his contract is short. On top of Ware and Jaquez Jr., the Heat also have 3 tradable first-round picks, 2030, 2032, and this year's 20th first-round pick via Golden State from the Butler trade, and 2 second-round selections. They also have Andrew Wiggins, who fits the high-impact player the Suns have been looking for. The expiring salaries of Terry Rozier or Duncan Robinson could also help the Suns regain future financial flexibility to keep retooling around Devin Booker. The Heat's offer, in the end, could even prove to be most enticing from the Suns' perspective, Fisher wrote. Kevin Durant wants to go to South Beach. The Heat landed on Durant's short list of preferred destinations along with the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets. With the Texas teams reluctant to go all in on Durant because of having a timeline different from Durant, the Heat are viewed as the frontrunners. But the Suns have been looking for the best deal, and if the Heat are also unwilling to go the extra mile, there's a chance they could lose the bidding war. The Suns have made clear to 6 to 8 seriously interested teams that they will make the best deal for the franchise, even outside of his preferred list of Miami, San Antonio, and Houston. ESPN senior NBA insider Shams Charania wrote on X. The Miami Heat continue to be linked with a potential trade for Kevin Durant. The former MVP is reportedly available this summer as the Phoenix Suns begin to retool the roster around Devin Booker. In a June 11th article for Bleacher Report, Zach Buckley proposed a potential trade package to send Durant to South Beach. The proposed deal looks like this. Phoenix Suns get Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, the number 20 pick and a 2030 first-round pick, top 3 protected. Since Miami is coughing up 2 firsts in this hypothetical trade, the disruption to the rotation would be minimal, Buckley reasoned. The Heat would still have a pair of 3-and-D wings in Andrew Wiggins and Haywood Highsmith, a potential unicorn big in Kel'el Ware, ahead of the snake stopper in Davion Mitchell, assuming he resigns, and intriguing wild cards like Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Pelle Larsson. Landing Durant without losing any key contributors is likely wishful thinking on Miami's part. After all, Durant is still one of the premier scorers in the NBA. Furthermore, Miami won't be the only team trying to tempt the Suns into doing business. Nevertheless, the Heat will undoubtedly look to push forward in their pursuit of a new leading star. Heat urged to trade for Durant. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith believes Kevin Durant would be the ideal addition to Miami's roster. They need all the help they can get, Smith said via ESPN's First Take. They need a number 1 option. They can play defense, and Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo ain't no scrubs. They just need a number 1 option. That wasn't Jimmy Butler. We love him, but that wasn't him. That's KD. He's gonna give you 27 a night. Durant would undoubtedly strengthen Eric Spoelstra's rotation. However, what Miami would need to give up in order to acquire Durant will directly impact how successful the franchise could be in the 2025-26 season. In truth, Pat Riley would likely need a year or so to retool the roster around the veteran superstar. Heat could look toward DeMar DeRozan. If Miami falls short in its pursuit of Durant, Brett Siegel of Clutch Points has pinpointed DeMar DeRozan as a potential target. It is highly unlikely that all three of Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier, and Andrew Wiggins begin the 2025-26 season on Miami's roster, Brett Siegel reported via Clutch Points. DeMar DeRozan is once again viewed by other teams as a potential target for Riley and the Heat. DeRozan spent this past season with the Sacramento Kings. He joined the Western Conference franchise via sign-and trade last summer. DeRozan played in 77 games for Sacramento, averaging 22.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. He could be a strong addition to the Heat's rotation, especially if they miss out on Durant. Nevertheless, it's highly likely that a new all-star caliber player joins the Heat this summer. Riley isn't known for showing patience or embracing rebuilds. As such, adding a veteran talent is the most logical path forward for a Heat team that was swept out of the opening round in the playoffs. A potential Kevin Durant trade could be taking shape, and the Miami Heat are reportedly among the teams in the mix. The idea of a possible deal involving Miami has drawn interest across the league, adding to the ongoing speculation around the Sun star's future. Durant, 36, is entering the final years of his current contract. His salary for the 2025-26 season is set at $54.7 million. The Phoenix Suns may be looking for more flexibility after an underwhelming season and could be open to moving one of their biggest stars. The Heat reportedly have a three-team trade structure that could meet the Suns' salary and roster needs. According to the breakdown, Miami would send Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, and Jamie Jaquez Jr. to Phoenix. The Suns would also receive the number 36 pick from the Brooklyn Nets. Durant would head to the Heat in the proposed deal. The Nets would receive Kyle Anderson, Nikola Jovic, and the number 55 pick. This format helps navigate salary cap rules, especially as Phoenix looks to stay under key financial thresholds. Miami is in a position to offer more than just veteran contracts. The Heat have the number 20 pick in the 2025 draft. They could also offer picks in 2030 and 2032. The overall draft package isn't the strongest right now. That might shift depending on how teams view Durant's age and contract. As Durant holds influence over his destination, Miami may become a preferred option. A core featuring Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and a respected coach like Eric Spoelstra could appeal to Durant. Whether the Suns move forward with Miami or another suitor, a decision could come soon, especially with the NBA's off-season calendar approaching key dates.